Welcome back, friendos. So if you're wondering why we're not where we left off the last time, it's because I took a homeward bone back to our bonfire here. And now we're going to go try to find the blacksmith, which for me is always a challenge. I never remember this route. It's always terrible. For some reason, there's some things that just don't stick in my dome, and this is one of those things. So, come this way, roll off of here, and then we're going to jump down here to where this was, come out here, and I think it's just so simple, but I always have to look it up again. I always have to look it up again. You notice we have switched back to our weapon. We are going to be killing the last necromancer as well here in this episode. Not right now. We're going to try to get the dude. So, of course, you know, it's Dark Souls, so it's not going to tell you anything. But if you step off of there, that hole was the... and you can hear him pounding away. That hole is the... what's the word I want? Where you drop down to find the guy. Pretty irritating all the way around. Here. So you do have to run off of that ledge. So of course, oops, I suicided. Okay, suicided. So, I don't think you have to sprint off, I think you just run off. Oh, hi. Did he die? He did. And then we're going to do the same thing for the shiny. Just roll off the ledge there, walk off the ledge. Green Titanite Shard does fire on your weapon. And I think we just fall at this point. That is fairly useless. But I don't want to fall all the way through the hole, because I think that'll kill you. Or maybe you can't fall all the way through the hole. So, just jump on down into the hole. And at first you're like, oh crap. Fight this dude? Looks like he's from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Now his voice is all jacked up. When I was preparing to do this walkthrough, I had a character who was right here, and I was checking my sound levels and things, and I came to talk to this guy, and I was like, what is wrong with my sound setup?
Why, you have an ember?
Sounds terrible.
Ah, forget about it. I don't deal with that kind.
Okay, so he doesn't help us. But he will modify your equipment to fire. So, and eventually you'll get an ember that will allow you to do chaos as well. You can do your reinforcing. We haven't repaired for a while. Might as well repair while we're here. Okay, and you can buy homeward bones from this guy for 500, Titanite shards, weaponsmith box, and arrows. I think we're doing okay on arrows at the moment. We got 97, so that's pretty good. We're going to want some more poison arrows eventually, but we have to go back up to the other lady who sells those. And that's it.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my fun.
Now there is a bonfire here. Do not rest at it. We're just going to light it because we don't want this to be our bonfire. Eventually we'll be utilizing this this door here, but for now we're just going to homeward bone back. So we bought a bunch of homeward bones for this area way back a couple episodes ago for just this reason. Now we're back at our bonfire, facing the wrong direction, as is usual. And now we're going to go try to kill the Titanite demon. And when I say try, I mean he's a little tricky. Come over this way. Trying to remember here exactly what's the easiest way to get there. If we could just roll this to get over there. If we go down here. Whee! Yes. Okay. So there's going to be a big old Titanite demon in here, and he's going to be a lot stronger, of course, because of the killing of the Titanite demons we've done so far. Now, this is the reason why we left the Titanite demons alive at the bottom of Sen's Fortress, because every time you kill a Titanite demon, they become stronger. And this one is pretty much required. You can run past him, but we need the item that he's guarding in order to access another covenant and get a sword in our 100% walkthrough. So here he is. I'm actually just going to go run and grab the stuff, bird in the hand kind of thing. So that's what we're going to need to join the covenant to get the weapon. And you can just see how little damage our weapon is doing on the dude. And in this contained area, of course, it is hard to negotiate. Uh-oh. I'm looking for a heal spot. Oh, the jumping. And there's nowhere to roll out of it in here, so this is pretty annoying. And as big as he is, it seems like you could not ever miss. I think the key is not to roll that if you can possibly avoid rolling it, because his thing is going to hit you anyway. And I think if you just block, it'll work out better for us. Just get your block on. Just get your hits in where you can. Yeah, so don't roll dodge, just block. Just patience. See, I was impatient. I tried to get 3 hits in there and I paid for it. Having a tough time with all of the coffins around here. Yep, tried to take 3 swings. There we go. Grab your Demon Titanite. And now, we'll be on our way into the MRI. If you've ever had an MRI, I don't know, they're kind of scary for me. I have claustrophobia to some degree. So, you know, the idea of being buried alive is one of my biggest fears. So you're in a coffin here. Just hang out here. I wonder if I have to be in human form. Oh, no, guess not. Again, the making you wait for the stuff, I mean, just let it happen. Why do I have to wait? There you go. Whoop. I can't imagine anything more terrifying than this. Being buried alive. So rise from your grave. And I think that's the exact same animation in Dark Souls 3 where you start in Dark Souls 3 in the coffin. You come out of your coffin. Alright, so we are going to... I hope we don't have to be in human form to talk to this guy. Let's see. Here he is. So pray to the Gravelord. It's very metal. And he will give you a terrible miracle and the Gravelord sword. You can offer an Eye of Death. This is a PvP thing. And you can get a better miracle than the Gravelord miracle. But the reason most people come down here is for the sword. So the Gravelord sword is a, like I say, a PvP item. But it, well, some people use it for PvE. It applies toxic. So it hits pretty hard. Not as hard as our Claymore. What's our Claymore hitting for these days? 206 and 113 is what? 3, which is, you know, not all that great either, but 319. So 319 versus 298. But it applies toxic. And it's pretty slow. And I don't know how many times you have to hit the thing to put the toxic on. I've never used it. Oh, I think you have to do that to apply the toxic. So, and then a regular attack with the R1. So another one of those niche weapons, if you're interested, go for it. And now, let's see. We're going to jump back in the coffin. I don't think there's anything else down here at this point. So we jump back into our bed here, and we're going to be ported out. It's like all of these branches supposedly are connected in some way, but it's so difficult to find your way around. Okay, so there's the door we came in. And then, true Dark Souls fashion. Oh, that was facing the right direction. Over here, there should be a hole in the wall. There we go. There's an item right here. These dudes. We'll let them come up. Oh, we probably should switch back to our club, but that's okay. They will resurrect. You'll notice we didn't get any souls from them. But... oh no, I didn't want to do that fall! I didn't want to do that fall! Oh my god, oh my god. This could be very terrible. This could be very terrible. If those skeletons fall down, we'll be in a bit of trouble, friends. I hear them walking around up there. They're going to wander into this hole. But we bought the... Probably because we're not in human form. We bought the Homer Bones for just such an emergency. You could kind of do a drop down there, but we don't need to go down there yet. So we're just going to Homeward Bone. Back To the bonfire. That Black Knight can drop that Black Knight's Great Axe. It's real hard, but it's slow. We might as well reverse our hollowing. Might have improved our chances down there, darn it. Oh well. I'm pretty sure you have to be in human form to have the humanities register for finding stuff. So let's see, how did we get there? How did we get there? No, did we? Something died. I think we did this, right? Didn't we drop down here? Yes. Okay, Titanite Demon is not going to be back. That'll let us switch to our club at least. Get rid of these scalies so they don't come back in and make more trouble for us. And then we'll put our club away and never use it again. I don't think. Maybe. We'll see. So we'll come back in where we killed the Titanite Demon, and the hole in the wall should be over here. Horse and skeletons will be back. I don't know if I slide down if they'll all fall off the ladder. Apparently they will just punch me. Bye bye bye. Another one of those shields. Whee! Oh god. Oh my god. So what can potentially happen here if you're not using a divine weapon is, you know, they'll res and then you'll just be on this ladder forever. Whee! I almost did it again. I'll be a son of a gun. I almost walked in it again. There's two of them too. There's this one and this one. So I don't know why I didn't fall there. I should have fallen there. But I didn't. So I'm not going to complain about it, but holy mackerel. Not very smart on Bridge Burner's part. Get a couple archers here. Just swing that club. Get the fire guy out of the way first. Okay, and that was the last necromancer. So, oh, this guy ran over here to get some distance. Oh, that was pretty strategic. Or tactical, I should say. So, now the necromancers are all dead. So you don't have to worry about the skeletons resurrecting anymore. So you can go back to your main weapon, in our case the claymore. And then back up. Oh no! Oh my god! How dumb can I be? But we didn't fall, so. You're just not used to, you know, looking for traps all the time. You should be, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know. So we come back out here. Take an Estus. And we're, let's try to see if we can get these guys to do their explodingness, because we're going to be coming off of a ledge here pretty soon. We don't want them bothering us. I think the ledge is right here. Where's it here? You can see down there the sign of an NPC that we're going to grab. Paladin Leroy. So, we're full health, so we should be okay. So let's just step off. And flip, get the large nameless. And pull up Paladin Leroy. And then there's another item there. So we're just going to come over here. Careful not bring it up here. And this is where you get the priest gear if you're a cleric. Or you want to be a cleric and you didn't choose cleric at the beginning, this is where you get all that stuff. So Paladin Leroy is down there, just strolling around. I was hoping he would pull some of these skeletons, because that's what they do. They are annoying. And the boss here is really easy. God, I'm stuck in my back. The boss here is really easy. So you don't need Paladin Leroy for the boss by any stretch, but you need him to kind of bait these bone wheels. I don't know how many, there's like 5 or 6 of these down here. And that's what they do. They just, they'll sit there and just grind you down. Very annoying. I think there's 7, huh? Now, over in this direction, God, it's so dark. That's kind of useless at this point. We have some explodies. Boom. And over here is the blacksmith. He's in here. No, he isn't. He's on the other side. This, I think, is to the boss. So if we go back in this direction, so dark down here. I wonder what happened to our Leroy. Here he is. No, that's the boss. Where the hell am I? He's like standing there waiting. He's like, dude, I'm here for a purpose. I guess we're going to find out if phantoms are timed. I could have sworn that that's the dude we just killed. From down here. Is there a fork in this area? I could have sworn, what's his name? The blacksmith was. I hear him. He's over here. Here he is. I didn't realize there was a fork. Huh. So you're always learning. Again, don't rest that bonfire. This boss is really easy. I didn't realize that. Many times I played this game, I didn't know that was there. Interesting. Okay. Now we're ready to head back and take care of this joke of a boss. Leroy's like, come on, you nub. Alright, yeah. So walk through. Come on over. And aesthetically, he's one of my favorite bosses in the game. But if you like Greek mythology, Greek tragedy, he's got some masks on that the Greeks would have used in their plays. Pinwheel's name is Buzz. When you beat him, you'll get one of the 3 masks. It's the father, the mother, and the son. The father, I think, is equipment load bonus. The mother is a health bonus. And so she's, or he is almost dead already. So there you go. Dead and dead. I wasn't even enough time to say what the 3 masks were. So this rite of kindling will allow you now to kindle bonfires up to 20, so that you can do 20 Estus flasks. So we'll probably do that with 1 or 2, but not too many. That's a bit excessive. So get your humanity, and then he will drop one of the masks. The child is stamina regen, so it's like the grass crest shield. I always want the child one, because that would be a good one to have. And since we're rolling a light, Mask of the Father, so equipment load, the one thing that we don't really need. So I think you can buy the other ones from someone at some point, but so slightly raises equipment load. So we're at 22.4 out of 123. If we put this on, we're at 22.4 out of 132. So what about 9? But again, not necessary for us. The stats are lower. But if you want to rock a mask for your playthrough, go for it. But I don't really want to do that, so I guess if I'm totally min-maxing, I could figure out what's going to work better for me. But let's do some Fashion Souls while we're here. That went pretty fast, so we got a minute. Let's see what kind of mask is going to look good with our dude. I like that better. Thief mask. But I don't know what the stats are going to be. So Wanderer. So 9.0, 9.6, 9.0, 9.0, 9.6, 9.6. So, is a little bit heavier, a little more fire defense on the Wanderer hood. Where's that put us? So we want to stay under, let's see, what's a quarter of 126? A quarter of 120 would be 30, if I'm doing my math right. So about 31 we'd want to stay under. So if we put that on, we should still have our fast rolls here. Not as down with that as I could be. I don't think we have any real cool looking masks. We're not going to put the sack on. I know that's what all of you were thinking. Doesn't really work either. I do want to keep our fast rolls until they're a liability, so we'll just rock the thief mask for a while. We'll see what happens. Okay, so then you come over. There is a ladder somewhere. We're going to grab an item. We are going to be coming back here later. These are little like guides for later when we come back here. accessing this area later. But since we're here, we can grab... there's an item right up here that I always forget. So if I grab it now while I remember... Boop. And this spits you back out on the bottom. Down here, where we were before. But right now, what we're going to do... we're done for this area for now, so everybody give a big old cheer for being done with this area, because it is heinous. So let's bonfire back. We got some souls to spend, looks like. We've been very profligate with our homeward boats, but that's okay. I don't like this area to negotiate too well, so... And now we can go ahead and warp out of this noisiness back to the Fireland Shrine. Alright, friends. So catacombs are done, crossed off your list, and this is where we'll pick up next time. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.